This comedy must continue. Welcome your next comic, Cody Trogdon. I didn't know there'd be running. There was a rumor at the beginning of the comedy competition that it was going to be the last comedy competition. But I think we've successfully bullied John into doing this again next year. But just in case, can you please give that man a round of applause? How you guys doing? You having a good night? Good. Have the other comics been good? Fuck. Pump me up a little bit. Gonna be rough. I've been doing comedy in Missoula for a long time. I've been here about 12 years. This is my second time in the comedy competition finals. And I know what you're thinking, Cody, you've made it. And you're right. I'm now getting recognized a lot more for my comedy than I am that stint I did on Missoula mugs. Don't Google me. I wonder all the time, like, 12-year local comedian, I wonder if my parents are proud of me. And I'll never know, because they're dead. But what I do know, more of a laugh for the dead parents. All right. What I do know is my brother's been to prison twice and military prison once. 12-year local comedian looking pretty good in comparison. Sometimes when you've been doing something for a long time, people mistake that you might be good at it. So then they ask you for advice. I call those people morons. But I like giving morons advice. Here we go. Rule number 1. Always have a set list. Fuck. Shit, fuck. There goes that joke. Amateurs use notes. I use jack shit. Fuck, it's all fucked from here. Rule number 2. People are always like, Cody, you seem so confident on stage. How do you do it? How do you do it, man? I'm not. I'm very scared right now. I am figuratively and literally shitting my pants. Had a Juicy Lucy burger at the Desperado earlier. I am both juicy and Lucy right now. It's touch or go. But I always tell people, like, stage fright is kind of a lot like doing acid. It's really scary at first, but if you hold on long enough, it gets cool by the end. We had a lot of people ask me for advice for the competition, and I gave them the best advice I could, right? Stick to your strengths. I think that's just good advice in general. And so I had to think to myself, man, Cody, what's your strength? What do you do well? What I do well is I make a connection with the audience. I'm a storyteller comedian, and then I use that connection to kind of control your emotions. It's a tactic that I have. And so I was like, oh man, I got a Missoula crowd. How can I connect with them? I've lived here in Missoula since 2000, 24 years in this town. And I just want you guys to know the feeling that you have is right. This is the worst year in the history of people driving in Missoula ever. It's bad out there. What the fuck is going on? Missoula driver's ed is a little bit different than anywhere else, because in Missoula you only got one rule. Fuck them. Right? Say it with me. Fuck them. Right? Like, let's talk about stop signs. Right? Four-way stop. It's all about like pulling up. You take your turn. If you pull up at the same time, yield to the person on your right. No, fuck them. Right? That is not A stop sign, that is an opportunity. That's like a standoff. If you don't shoot first, you might not shoot at all. And what if there's pedestrians? Oh, those pussies get some cars. Come on. I don't stop for crosswalks, or as I call them, the stop sign extension zone. We're in Montana. This is the we stop in front of the stop sign state. If you see a pedestrian, do what I do. Slow down. Make eye contact with them. Then just keep fucking going. If you say no, then you saw. You were being safe about it. Merging, right? You know, we could all just be polite to each other, but instead, that's right. Like my favorite thing is when I'm like in the right-hand lane of Broadway, and there's people like blowing by me on the left-hand side, and then they try to jam through 3 lanes of traffic to take a right on Russell. And so then I try to like match their pace and like rubberneck them. And like I don't look at them, I just kind of pretend like I'm singing to my music. This is a fuck. You might give those people road rage, all right? And that's bad. Road rage is bad, and because of that, you don't want people to know where you're going. No blinkers. Right? Here's what you do. I call it juking a turn. First thing you do, start drifting the opposite direction you plan on turning. Just slowly. Then yank it as quickly as you can. Be sure to make eye contact with any pedestrians. Hey, it's a great night tonight. A lot of other good comedians, but you know what?